Alright everybody, so this is going to be my first attempt at YouTube and documenting this because haven't really found too much of the Type 3 squarebacks with the Subarus engines in them, plus the fact that this one, as you can see, is not the typical Subaru swap harness scenario. This one here, of course, I'm going to do just the engine like everybody else does. But I am also attempting to run the HVAC, which will be in there with AC and heat from the Subaru, or as much as I can. And then I have all this other really nice wiring and brakes and everything running off of relays, which of course we all know makes headlights and taillights way better and brighter. So my attempt is going to be to make this all fit, this craziness, don't mind the mess, here, and I have all the way from the back hatch with the license plate light, the windshield wiper, the third brake light, defrost, the whole 9 yards, all the way up to where the fuel pump would have been, up into the dash area, and then of course up into the engine. Most people get rid of this little guy here, if I get it open. There we go. Which has all these nifty little fuses and relays setting into it. So I'm not really sure why we ever get rid of those and not try to run most of those. Same thing too. I never see anybody. It's hard to see because of all the wires that's in here. But this is the neat little fuses. Kind of like the little GM style. I'm sure they got a technical name more than that. But instead of running the Subaru or the Volkswagens, big honking things of those plastic metal that is like 12 relay or 12 fuses, this will be something that's a little bit more. So far what I've done is pulled it completely out of the car. I kind of missed that one, but there's plenty of videos that cover that, so I'm not going to worry about that too much. This is all out of a 92 Legacy with EJ22 front wheel drive car, manual transmission car, so some of that stuff won't have to change. So far I basically just got it in here, got it all out, laid it out. Some stuff I knew from the start. Let me find a wire here. Like this, here we go. Went up into the door somewhere. This would be front door, front driver's side door. Not really sure what they went to, but had a nifty little plug here that I can always use in the future if the focus is there on something else. As you can see, there was a handful of other fuses here, or not fuses, but of plugs here. Kind of could be used in the future for something different. As you can see, some of these I knew for sure I was not going to use, so I went and hacked them off, made sure I had enough wiring so wherever I use them. And then you have, and those I'm labeling with blue tape, so that is stuff I know I do not want. Is going to be the blue painter's tape. And then I have some stuff here like this, for example, as you can see. Once it focuses, maybe. Alright, maybe it won't focus. But this one is actually labeled as left door speaker. I don't know why it's not focusing. So I left that. That's going to plug into the factory speaker that I got in the car, because of course Volkswagens only have one speaker in the middle of the dash, and mine was gone many years ago, it looked like. So I'm going to use the Subaru's speaker system and radio while I run all new wires when I have everything here. Of course, coming over to here, let's see here, you can see this is the plug-in that went into the radio. My car, I guess, was lucky or unlucky enough to have a Kenwood CD player, so I'll use that. Same thing, some of the stuff I reattached so I knew what it went to. As you can see here, it's not really focusing here, but as you can see by the end of that, that's a hazard light. Figured it'd be kind of neat maybe to use it somewhere, so I've kept it. Some stuff I am still working through to figure out what it is. I've got a nifty little relay here, And I have some relays and stuff down here, and a lot of this wires that typically would have been gone by now. So I think this one here, I'm going to attempt to get rid of the stuff I know I don't need. From there, we'll be mostly trying to get rid of, start at the engine, use the engine stuff and get it what I need and what I don't need out. From there, I'm going to move into, let's see here, as you can see, I left all of the headlights, so then I'll be getting the headlights to fit, taillights back there, and then I'll be working on getting the fun stuff like radio, speakers, AC, heat, all that. And of course, it looks like from what I could tell so far, I will probably be building a custom blower box or bulkhead or whatever it's called, because obviously I, with my Type 3, have a tiny little dash and it does not fit underneath the dash and leave any legroom. So we will slowly be going through the update on this. Like I said, kind of the easiest way for me so far has been to lay it out on some plywood, roughly in the shape of the car where things would have normally been. And then some of these plugs, of finding out what fits in that area, finding the plugs that go to them, and then marking them as I go. Even as much as I have the dome lights that I'll be using, third brake light I might try to install. My car was a rear defrost car, so I probably will be trying to include the rear defrost into it. Of course, headlights and taillights, since they are relayed version and it has H4 bulbs, so why not use them? I think that's the most of it for now. We will slowly be going through this. I'll be trying this out as YouTube just because we don't seem to have this much information on Type 3s on the builds. We have a lot of the Bus and the Beetles, plus the fact of I don't think I've found anyone who is attempting this harness yet. So who knows? We'll see. Keep following, like and subscribe if you're seeing this on YouTube, and make a comment if you're seeing this in one of the Facebook groups, and I'll post it in a few. Thanks. Bye.